I started off 2019 having just hit my goal of 50,000 subscribers. This being followed of course by my complimentary ban on Forza Horizon 4 over this livery I made for an R31 Skyline for whatever reason. It was on this day that I laughed to myself and told myself I wanted one of these cars in real life. I thought it would be the ultimate piss take to own a car that earned me a ban on a video game that aided my own career's growth to the point where I'm at today. And so exactly 1 year later, on the exact same day, on the exact same hour, I bought myself a 1981 R30 Skyline. Is what I just described a coincidence? Largely yes. Is it a coincidence that my good friend GTR Merginator predicted we'd have 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we ended up nearly doubling that figure despite my doubts at the time? Not so much, but there's a reason behind every single one of those numbers, and our growth together over the past year has a lot to do with that. I wanted this video to be more of a personal rewind, considering I feel like in the past year I've been the entertainer, not as much the human, not quite being as transparent with my audience as I maybe once was. Which isn't always a bad thing by all means, but I've certainly changed how I present myself over the past few years, and I would certainly like to take this time to express some actual human emotions in this video and talk to you about what has undoubtedly been the best year of my life within recent times. Of course, if we're going to start from the beginning, we resume from a point where the channel's audience is struggling, and I'm only able to get substantial viewership from the content I hated creating the most. This being the Forza Horizon montage series, which despite stopping over 8 months ago, I still get asked if there's new episodes coming even to this day. No there isn't, please fuck off! This of course was until I uploaded a risky video on an unfinished Steam game named Automation at the end of January, and that would, as you probably know, change my channel for good. After a few more failed Forza videos, besides the montages, I released a second Automation video, and this video was to become the best performing non-Forza video I had made in an entire year. I think it was quite clear that I realised this at the time, considering every single video that followed that for months also took place on Automation and BeamNG Drive. I had finally found a formula that took me away from the content I hated, that still allowed me to grow a new audience while growing both my YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And more importantly than that, it was content that I actually enjoyed producing, because I was finally able to get my audience involved. The videos slowly became more about how I presented myself and my own humour, rather than my shitty editing style. Something I realistically wanted my channel to be from the start, but never was, due to the unwillingness to let go of the success of the montage content that had got me so far. It was from the success of the Automation videos that I started experimenting with many new forms of content and introducing my newer audience to what else I could provide them with. And with the success of these videos as well, I finally felt happy because I could finally make what I wanted to, and I'd finally have an audience who would actually want to watch it. And this really showed more than ever whenever I uploaded a video that everyone knows: Corrupted Forza for Windows 98, of which I should mention I've been planning a follow-up for since September. So just keep waiting for that one. The aforementioned video would be the one to go on and blow up and make me surpass the golden goal of 100,000 subscribers. Something many people dream of, but not everyone gets the chance of receiving, and I will never not be thankful for the opportunity to hold this plaque. The rest of the year came inconsistent uploads due to college, but still successful ones that I enjoyed making nonetheless. And that leads right up to current day, where we currently sit at 175,000 subscribers heading into 2020. So, what exactly is up ahead? To put it straight, just as much as last year and more, because I finish with college and finally move into employment. Self-employment, as in doing YouTube but full-time. 1 to 2 uploads a week, not one upload every 2 to 3 weeks like it is currently. This will most likely start around the beginning of summer. I plan to incorporate myself more than ever and vary my content more than ever. So many ideas are already boiling, and not only are there a multitude of video games to explore, review, or corrupt to all shit, but also so many automation atrocities to commit, and above all that, we also have a car to work on. And none of this would be here if there were nobody right now watching it all unfold from behind the screen. It's been no secret, but not explicitly shared, that I have not been the most mentally sound individual. Mental health issues have plagued me for a number of years now, most notably anxiety and many other issues I needn't state. However, above all I've said so far today, I am incredibly thankful that your support over the past year has helped me to the point where 2019 has been one of the best years in my entire life in terms of mental health and how I've improved individual aspects of my previous struggles. I am a much more confident, a much more happier person, due to my personal decisions and improvements I've made over the past year. It just reminds me to tell you all that you should never be afraid to be proud of yourself. It's not something selfish to any degree. Do take pride in yourself, and if you've ever struggled like myself, please just don't make judgments about the rest of your life based on how it is now. It will get better, no matter how you think, because I never could have foreseen this past year happening, and yet it still did. And that's all it takes to change a life, or even save a life, or anything of the sort. And as an extra note, we touched on the topic of mental health there, and it reminds me to say rest in peace to a hilarious content creator known as Etika, who took his own life earlier this year, and is someone I genuinely watched a lot throughout my teenage years, and therefore was certainly one of the bigger influences that made me start any of this in the first place. If you can do me any favours from watching this video, please make 2020 a good fucking year. Only your own decisions can affect your own future. Which brings us in full circle, because it was my decisions a year ago to buy a 1980s Nissan Skyline that are the same reasons I have one today. In basic terms, if you don't choose a path to go down, you'll never find out just what's at the end of it. Oh yeah, one last time, can we play that music I used to use in like all my early 2019 videos? Ah yes, the proper ending to this decade. Happy New Year guys, make it a good one.